Oh man, here it is, the moment of truth. Oh yeah, I hear you. Let's see what George spent his money on today. Oh, the new transformer. Missing the engine cover. We're just gonna unload it here. They didn't give you an engine cover, huh? Missing the engine cover. We'll have to figure out where to get that. Ooh, hydraulic leaking everywhere. It's coming out of that boom. We knew that. That's all cockeyed. I don't know why. Ooh, that thing's leaking fluid everywhere. They didn't give you the engine cover, did they? No?
What?
They didn't give you the engine cover? Doesn't look bad at all. Don't say that. Okay, here it is, all fired up. I found out what the problem is. There's a shaft inside here that controls a bunch of stuff that's broken, and it popped the hose and did a little bit of other damage. It's no big deal. I'll take apart that boom and replace it. It's this rod right here. This goes all the way up, and then these broke because everything inside is tangled up, but it's definitely not a catastrophic failure. I am extremely happy with it. Let's see what it says. South King County Fire. You can't read it. I don't have good enough eyesight to read that. Okay. Okay, reverse. Park brake off. Reverse. So this is a four-wheel steering unit. Let's go straight. Okay, that is only turning. No, that's turning all of them. Look at that, huh? Okay, let's go to that one. Yep, that's turning all of them too. No, that's just turning the front. Okay. Let's check that one. Okay, this only turns the back. Woo! Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Crab walks. Wow. Okay, let's just go right there in the middle. Okay, so the middle looks like it only turns. I don't know why that's. We'll have to check these hydraulics out. Doggy. Okay. Okay, let's go this way. Let's try that. Look at that, it's turning all four. Look how tight I can turn. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's some kind of hydraulic pressure fluid issues. We'll figure that out. Okay, so that's only the front wheels turning. Full tank of diesel, which I don't know how much diesel this tank holds, but it holds a lot. I'm gonna have to check the manual. This is why I bought it. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. And even though that shaft is broken, watch this. Look at that bad boy go. Oh, come on. Woo, doggy. That's pretty high. It'll go a lot higher, but we'll just leave it there. I think it's low on hydraulic fluid from the leak. All right. She's holding good. Yeah, see that? She's holding good oil pressure, good water temperature. It's been idling. The transmission isn't overheating. This thing's a beast, an absolute. This thing's gonna do all kinds of work around here. It will earn its money. So, I'll even see. So this piece is supposed to be on a roller over there, this chain, and that's what's broken. So we got to pull this whole thing out. Unless I can get to it from in here, which I doubt. But I don't know if you can see all the way into the back. I'm gonna go up all the way into the back. If you can see that highest bolt sticking up in the top, that's one rod that comes all the way to the front and holds that chain in place. And it just lost tension over time, and somebody forced it, and it decided to break. These all come off so you can hook up different attachments to this thing. This comes off, you can put a bucket on it, which is really cool. Yeah, this is cool. This is probably one of the coolest toys that I've got for the yard so far. I'll be able to unload wreck trailers and all kinds of other stuff for my business with this. And there's the cover. There, that cover. You see that broken wheel over there? And here's that. This is what I'm talking about. This is supposed to go all the way to the nose, and it doesn't. And then the hoses, you see these hoses right here, they were supposed to be here, and then this one, like this one is, but there's, look, another one came off, so that chain lost all the tension, and then the hoses just did all kinds of crazy nonsense and probably blew up inside or leaked really bad, and that's where you're getting all the pressure from. All the money in this thing is in the frame. These cylinders, they're not leaking, they look in excellent shape. They actually look like someone took them apart at one time and rebuilt them, which is great news. These cylinders are a fortune. They're the same thing I've got on my tow truck, and they look really good. They look really good. I'm very happy. So yeah, these cylinders in the back, they're not wet or leaking. That's a huge plus. And then there's one cylinder inside there, one huge one. If we do take this apart, we're gonna have to clean it all up. But yeah, I paid a pretty penny for it, but you get what you pay for. Yeah, this cylinder here's not leaking. The pinholes look good. They're not all egged out. This doesn't look all beat up for Oh yeah, look at all that. You see it? That's coming out of there because it's probably got some broken hoses inside here somewhere. When that chain popped off, it pinched some hoses. So we'll have to put some new hoses. We'll put that shaft in there. There'll be some work to be done. There'll definitely be some work that'll need to be done, but that is what I do here. I'll fix it. All right, hope you guys enjoy. Okay, this video is about a catastrophic failure on a boom. There's the inside of it. Okay, there's another chain that goes under here. You can see the marks. You can see how we bent the boom here, and I'll show you. If you look at it that way, you can see how it caved it in. So what I got to do is cut that bottom section out. This would be the front where your forks go. These are the access panels, and this is part of what broke. You see this guide right here was supposed to be right there welded, just like this one, and this one broke out of place too. I had to fix that one, and this is the only one that stayed in place, was right here. I'm gonna pull that out and put something a little bit stronger, and also put some ears over here to hold it better next time. This is the rod. Oh boy, it's stuck under a tire. Let me see if I can get it out without having to move the forklift. Oh no, that's not coming out. Okay, this is the end that goes to the front of the boom. Oh, of course someone would be calling right now. Oh, hold on. Okay, this is a video about a catastrophic failure inside an Ingersoll Rand telehandler, model number VR-843. It's a VR-843, so vertical reach 8,000 pounds, 43 feet extended. This thing's a mess. Okay, pulled the boom out of here, took out the slide pads, removed the boom. Okay, there's a chain that bolts into here and then goes underneath the boom. That chain has a tensioner that bolts up here, doesn't move from here, and goes all the way to the front of the sill of the boom itself. That chain tensioner broke, and when the chain tensioner broke, it bound up the chain. Here's the chain tensioner right here. You can see it. This would be the front of the boom. This would be the back of the boom. This is the section that bolts up to the back. This snapped in half. The boom then broke off, came down inside the tubing, bent this one, then it broke this one completely off. This was wound up, wadded up underneath, and then this is the only one that remained because that was still holding the chain. Well, the chain decided to where's my tape measure? The chain decided to wind up, whatever you want to call it, under here. And you can see that concaved area right there. So it pushed the bottom of the boom. I don't know if you can see it again. Let me show you again. You can see that's how it pushed it in. So now this has got to get cut out, and a whole new piece of steel all the way down the ledge has got to get made. So once I cut it out, I'm then gonna remove this stage right here. I'm gonna push it out the front. Then I could get these hoses out. I could get the rest of the hoses out, And this is permanently welded to the nose of the boom. Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple stuff at once. So you can see how that chain lays down. That's how the chain underneath it goes. And when you push the telescoping cylinder out, what that does is it extends this section away from here. But I can't extend this because the bottom is bound up and pushing it. So to relieve that stress, I got to cut that section out, then take it to a welding shop. They're going to remove this. They're going to remove that whole plate of steel and put a fresh plate of steel on there. And then I'm going to have to get a new bar. If you notice how this one's bent because of all the tension, and this isn't that bad. Sometimes they'll bend so bad they'll look like a spring because of being overloaded so hard. So this wasn't even that bad. They shut it down right after it broke. So this cylinder, don't even think about trying to move this by yourself without a forklift. Don't work on these if you don't have a forklift in a real big yard. These are extremely heavy and dangerous. So the cylinder doesn't leak. The cylinder passed every sniff test I could throw at it, and that's definitely a reusable cylinder. The boom itself is reusable. Just that bottom plate caved in, but if you look down the edges, the plate here did not bend. Okay, that's a big deal. And also on this side, it did not bend. It just caved in. It just caved in the bottom of it from that chain. So that's it right there in a nutshell. That's what happened to it. And don't mind my yard, it's a mess in here. I gotta take a bunch of stuff to scrap metal, but this is the boom outside of the truck. So if you're looking at the forklift truck all the way over there, this section is what you would see inside that tube in the back. So, and then these hoses all got to get replaced. They're all damaged. You can see they were all chafed from the metal breaking. Those brackets caught in there and just destroyed the hoses. Took chunks out of them, and that's where all the leaking fluid was coming from. But definitely a salvageable boom. Gonna take a little welding, but it'll be ready to rock out here shortly, so stay tuned.